Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. This is Beneath the Five Kings, episode 33. This is our Pathfinder 2nd Edition podcast where we play the Sky King's Tomb Adventure Path. Yeehaw! I'm here with my friends. My name's Brendan. I'm here with my friends Lorne and Josh and Austin, Justin, Dylan, and my wife Sarah. We're going to play some Pathfinder, y'all. But contrary to popular belief, nobody is a cowboy, so.
I'll just say I'm married to a guy that sounds like he eats roadkill.
I don't sound like it. I do.
Sounds are not deceiving in this specific scenario.
What's the difference? You kill a deer with the car, or you kill it with a gun? Just pre-tenderized.
I say it's pre-tenderized.
It's just it's pre-tenderized. All right.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. It is a lot. So let's bant for a minute. How about this? If your character were getting into the holiday spirit, what would they be happy to receive for Christmas? Or presents? What present would they be happy to receive?
Oh, wow.
Vengeance.
Character building on the spot. I like that.
Exactly.
What would
Revenge.
I won't. No judgment. It doesn't matter what your character does in fact celebrate. It could be any of the numerous Galarian holidays. But what if they were to receive a gift? What would they appreciate receiving?
Holidays.
I think Orpheus would really like to get a My Chemical Romance T-shirt and a Hot Tub gift card.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Perfect.
A chain wallet.
I think
that's right.
If it was just
Classic.
like a normal year, like Walkroon wasn't like on this crazy ass adventure that's really put a wrench in his like normal work workday life. He'd probably want like new delving gear, like maybe like a new pickaxe, like a new I don't know what the things are called that you use to like climb down the mountainsides, like you latch into the walls and stuff like that, like a new
safety
set
equipment,
of, like delving gear. Yeah.
Pitons.
But like in his current state, he would probably, I don't know, some sort of magical artifact or something would probably
a striking rune.
Yeah.
Chainsaw gun.
Yeah, I think a chain shotgun.
Striking rune
like a AA-12 or something.
Yeah. It's fair. It's fair.
Four.
Very prudent. Very practical.
Yeah. Well, I can't make the character completely.
That's just
naughty.
awesome.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I can't help it.
We just discussed this.
Karu would love to find his missing son in his stocking.
There you go.
I want that for Karu.
He would be overjoyed.
Just open it up and the whole quest is over.
The answers. Love to know where.
It's not a bad gift, honestly.
You're
a child.
It's funny because your son probably would look like a toy.
Whoa.
Well, maybe.
Wow.
I think his family are actual monkeys.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong there, but I feel like that's what the backstory was.
And I believe the term is Venaran. I don't think monkey is necessarily.
Well, I couldn't remember, but you know what I meant.
It's a little derivative, a little derogatory, but that's right.
Walkroon.
Walkroon.
Do you guys imagine Karu having a tail or not?
Oh, he's an ape.
No.
Ape, yeah.
Yeah, definitely no tail.
Yeah, I don't imagine.
You would give Gibbon with the tail.
Yeah, you would give Gibbon.
Give too much Gibbon.
I think that was actually a feat
give it
about
some-
prehensile tail was one of the things I could have taken.
It's giving Gibbon.
That's right.
Write that down.
Potential option for episode titles,
Write that
just
down,
so you
write
know.
that down.
He's
We just have to
giving
keep bringing it up so it stays relevant, though. Little
Ape
break.
together strong.
Just a little break. Keep bending the branches.
What about Angoric? What does Angoric want for Christmas? Or for Orcsmas?
That's
Shahadri.
derogatory. Yeah, Chahadri.
He wants a hot date.
Yeah, and Gorik would just want to spend time with family for Christmas and like volunteer at the local soup kitchen or something like that. Yeah.
He wants really to take Shahaldri on an Ogdenar ride through, an Ogdenar carriage ride through the streets.
Yeah, an Ogdenar ride, for sure.
That's right.
That too.
Austin tried to make it dirty, but it didn't happen.
It did.
Oh no. that
You
didn't
laughed.
happen.
And then looked at me.
It's fair. I do laugh. Alright. What about Huang?
I think Juan would like one of those like dog treat advent calendars.
For Bao.
Yeah, for Bao.
I was
But
gonna
just-
say Baby Bjorn for Bao.
Yeah. No, he's mature. He's adult Bao now. He would be so
That's good.
enraged by the idea of the baby Bjorn.
But he's so
Is it-
small still.
Because I was gonna say,
Bao would also want what Orpheus got for Christmas, like the emo stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Bao is he's matured as an animal companion, but is he actually mature or is he more like an angsty teenager at this point? You know?
I definitely picture him as teenage Groot for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So we got
Yeah.
we have a while before we get to King Bao, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
So
Okay. It is good.
Thank you.
And with that, we come back to the world of
I
Pathfinder.
thought we were switching to Marvel's Rivals
Nope.
since we went.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're going to Marvel Rivals. We're not streaming anything but games tonight. Let's go. No, we can play Marvel Rivals. We got 6. Well, no, we got 7 people, right? No, we got 6.
I can.
No, we got 7.
We have
That's right.
7.
All right. So, taking it back, the last couple episodes, last couple sessions that we've had, have mostly been about this bakery, right? You guys found some clues that pointed to this bakery potentially being involved in some kind of smuggling operation, counterfeit goods, like someone pretending to be of Clan Mulgrade and making lesser quality items. And so it's kind of been mainly fueled by Elnat, the pull towards we got to figure out what's happening here. You're still on the hunt, right? You're still on the lookout for this deep gnome that you're trying to find by the name of Jirelga. But it sounds like she's potentially in prison for something involved with this operation. So maybe you're going to find some clues here that might lead you to a way to exonerate her in some way. So you guys made your way to this bakery, or what used to be a bakery, but now it's a front for this Black Noon Thieves Guild. And you met with your own old friend Fazil, who is able to distract the guards for a moment so you guys could get inside. But that pretty quickly devolved into just straight up combat. And it's been one battle after another on the inside of this bakery here. And you guys have kind of retreated. The Squirrel Knights are bravely holding the hallway. And everybody else is kind of regathering in the main room to see what your plan is next. So we've done this basically all as one long combat. We ended on round 7 last time. So it's going to be the start of round 8. And I think it's still Wakroon's turn to go first here. But if it helps you, the doorway over here, by kind of behind the front counter, but still in that first room, is going to open up, and Ygrin Oathcarver is going to walk out.
Son of a bitch.
And he's gonna say,
He's got an antler.
What in Drungvit's name is going on out here?
Do we have?
And Austin immediately pointed out he's got antlers in this image sprouting from his head, and he did not have antlers the last time you guys saw him.
Here is
Okay.
your reminder.
Has he evolved, or is that his
He's a
winter
horny boy
form?
now.
That's
Hold on, I need
fun.
to hear what that reminder was.
Place
Line
air
of
filter.
sight on
Replace
him.
your air
Alexa,
filter. We set
stop.
that up. That's a good call. I need
That
to
is
do
crazy,
that.
actually.
It's
Should do that too.
Yeah, the only one that has line of sight on him that can talk is Karu. So
Yeah, I was about to say none of us can actually see him, but we could probably hear him. So
Yeah,
we go.
exactly. You hear someone open a door and start shouting down there. What in Drungvit's name is going on out here?
All right. Okay. In that case, so talking is a free action, yeah.
Talking is a free action.
Okay. Well, I think Wakroon would go. I top of the
Poems
morning to you.
will cost you.
He'd go. I go. Orpheus, did you hear that? Did that sound like Ygrin?
I did hear it.
Hold here. And he's gonna go down to the doorway with 20 feet of movement. Shout out Brendan. Realized last week that I took 4 actions 1 turn. Overdid my movement, so we figured that out. I moved myself back just a little bit. I think it was an extra cheeky 10 feet, 10, 15 feet, we think. So
Nando's?
Cheeky Nando.
a little cheeky movement. He can't still see here, so I'll take his last 5 because that door is still open. Yeah. So you come in.
Yep.
Go. Did we have any idea that Ygritte was here? I know that like Austin.
No one
knew.
we got here.
We had a good suspicion he was here, but I don't know if we had actual confirmation.
I think maybe Fazil mentioned that name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe he mentioned that name. I don't think you knew he was here, but he mentioned the name.
The reason why I think we knew he was here was because Elnat was like busting in, yelling for him.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. And I would go, Ygritte, what are you doing here? We've been looking all over for you. It's me and the rest of us. He kind of like waves.
It's me and the rest of us. Which is, you expect me to remember every dwarf I come across? State your name and your business immediately.
Well, not in particular, no, but well, we are here looking for you. We just had some questions about the operation going on here. We met you at the party a couple nights ago. I believe you spoke with a few of us. Who did he talk with? I can't remember. He talked with Elnat. Elnat, right?
Elnat.
Yeah. I believe you met my friend Elnat.
Elnat from the clan Mulbraid. He's
Aye.
here.
Aye, that be the one. Although I won't lie to you, he's not super happy with you right now.
He has no business with me.
I
You should leave this place at once. This is a business, and we are not open.
Is it a bakery though? I don't know how much I should be having a conversation here. Like, you know, with the whole 6-second thing. Are we in combat still? Can we say we're out of combat? Like, what's the kind of are we like maybe still in turn order, but maybe not like a normal 6-second turn order type situation? I don't really know how much.
Does anybody else? I guess I want to say. Does anybody else want to interject? Say something here.
Oh yeah, Elnat's busting in. You're damn right. We have business over here.
Okay.
You're selling forged, what was it, climbing equipment? Justin can't remember.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
I'm gonna move you down in
some
here
different
with me on
tool
that.
sets and things
Yeah.
like that.
You're selling forged equipment that has my clan's crest on it, and it is horrible replications.
That's what it was.
business.
I knew he was upset about something. I couldn't quite remember what it was.
You sully the name Mulgrad.
So Elnat's gonna jump to the accusations and the finger pointing and start shouting. What about do Huang or Karu want to do anything? The other two shook their heads. I couldn't see you guys.
Oh, okay. I mean, if Karu gets like a turn, he always likes to greet new combatants with a little forbidden thought, just in case.
Okay, we'll hold off on that for the time being. But
mainly looking defensively.
Sure.
Yeah, if Wong gets a move, I'd like. Can he see me?
No. You're still in the hallway. The door's closed.
So I'd like to, if I can move, but maybe like still be hidden, like a sneaky little move. Be closer, maybe.
Sneak through that open door.
Well, I didn't know. Like,
Closed
obviously,
door.
if I go through the door, he'll see me. But I guess maybe move closer, where maybe I can hear through the door a little better. Put my little box ear up against the door or something. I don't know.
Yeah, if you want to move to the end of the hallway, that's fine.
Great.
I'll move you. Okay.
I think Bal's gonna follow me too. Is Bal gonna move?
I mean, I'm trying not to. We're not trying to like necessarily take turns here,
Okay.
unless you guys just want to go through order and do everyone's turns.
No, I'm fine if Sarah just wants to solo this.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
I
mainly
think I would
mean-
be listening to for like because we heard people screaming before, so I'm still. We're having a conversation, but I'm remembering guards outside, guards in the building. Don't want to be caught off guard, type of thing. So if I need
Okay.
to
Well,
roll,
let's just
Orpheus
just stay in it.
probably stay put because he's got good view down this hallway and is waiting. Just like while everybody else is huddling to try to have this conversation, he's like, "I guess I'll stay here and like
Hold down the fort.
yeah."
I'm gonna say we'll go through the initiative order, and you guys can take your turns as normal if you want. Walkrin, do you want to ready or hold an action?
Can I do a perception check first to see if I hear anything?
Sure. Go ahead.
Actually, I guess I'm not going to hold if I do that. So yeah, I'll just roll a perception check to see if I hear. I'm particularly listening out for. I don't want to be surprised by any enemy combatants coming up on us.
Okay.
I rolled a. Let's see, that's 23 perception.
Okay. So you hear shouting and huffing. It sounds like someone's running outside and they're getting closer.
Okay. Do I hear anything else in the building, or is that maybe too many walls? There?
Inside, I think yeah, you guys have moved too far away to really accurately know. You hear thousands of squirrels screeching and scrabbling on the inside of the building. I will say, so I think
In there.
you guys have made a lot of noise, obviously, and one of these guys got away and came back. So he went to go get people and came back. And now Ygrin has kind of stepped out here, but I don't think he can see any like dead people from that front room. I think all of the people that you guys have like fought have been in the hallways and been in this back
he
in
might
like the
not
back
know
area of
what's
this
going
room
on.
and stuff like that. So he may not know that you've already killed several people.
Yeah.
But at the very least, he knows that you guys are inside when you're not supposed to, where you're not supposed to be.
Yeah. I will point out too that although my initial idea was to hang out here and like wait for them to run down the hallway and shoot them with my rifle, I never actually had a turn to pull out like my rifle or anything, so I think I still have my drained chalice and stickleberry stickler out.
All right.
So I'm not.
Is
being
that the
threatening or
stickleberry
anything.
stickler? I'll give you anything for it. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, give us information.
No.
Yeah,
So
I will.
okay.
That's
So
my turn. Move, perception, talk to him a little bit.
So that's what Walkaroon does. I'm going to say that you see one guy come running up and kind of like get to the doorway out here.
Okay.
He's like huffing and puffing. He's out of breath. Karu, what do you want to do?
Karu will just move forward. Get on the other side of that door.
Slowly shut it.
Is it open? Is it
Yeah,
already?
it's open. It's open. It's
okay,
open.
So
on your side of the.
yeah, behind Elnat's knees, you see one of Karu's eyes pierce through the room, and his gaze lands on Ygrin, and he touches his temple, flavorly, and yeah, I'll cast Forbidden Thought on him, just in case.
Okay, how many gays does Karu have?
What?
Yes. Well,
So he's casting his gaze. Is that what you said?
He goes.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
well,
How does Karu identify, first of all?
all right, here we go.
He identifies as a
What
doll right now.
personality?
Identifies as a dog.
All right. Okay. So, Forbidden Thought. That's something. It only activates if he tries to do something you tell him not to do, right?
right.
What
Does
is
it, you have to pick a specific action.
Yes, and I'm going to guess that he's a spellcaster.
Okay. So you don't want him to cast any spells.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, cast a
You
spell.
say- Okay, because strike is different than cast a spell. It's two different
Right,
actions. Okay.
right.
And you can't. You actually have to pick a literal action, right? You can't say like acts hostile. Like you can't do something.
No,
like that,
no,
right?
it's not.
Okay.
It's literally strike,
It has-
stride,
it has to
cast
be-
a spell,
yeah.
or a specific action you know the creature has.
All right.
Cool. All right.
So it's gonna be Ygrin's turn next.
Ygrin.
Ygrin.
You boy, you grit.
So he's already kind of he opened this door down here and he walked through it. I'm gonna actually open that room up so you guys can kind of see what's going on in there. Somebody has line of sight. So he opened that room back there. He walked through it. He's out here talking to you. So I'm gonna say that's maybe he's gonna chat a little more. He's gonna respond to Elnat's outcry. I think. That's preposterous. There are no counterfeit Mulgrade goods coming from this establishment. We deal in only licensed merchandise. Ask Tomb Mulgrade. She's our smith.
That's someone that I would know. I mean,
You
I
would
know,
know that-
they're a part of my clan, but
You would know her as the black sheep of the family. Tomb Mulgrade is the cousin who is kind of an outcast and is usually not nobody talks to at the family gatherings. She's sometimes been kind of a bad smith. Like she's done some shoddy work and like been ridiculed for it, and I think she takes that very personally.
Chip on the shoulder, all that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hearing that name, then I think Elnat would just kind of. You say that they are a worthy smith? I would question. Do you think I would have kept some of these, like grabbed a pair of this or a set of these tools?
You guys have
whenever.
them with you, I think.
Okay, then yeah, I'd like throw them out kind of in front of them. This shoddy workmanship you sell here. This is not Mulgrade quality.
These accusations are quite extreme. Perhaps there was one set of hammers that got damaged in shipping, but it cannot be that all of the work that we produce is subpar. And he says, if you come back during business hours, we can have an associate deal with you.
He has no idea.
I mean,
we killed people.
we had sources that it like the stuff was like it was all bad, right? This is me not remembering
No,
from
I don't think so.
a long time ago.
I think we just found
No.
a piece of counterfeit good in the girl's stuff with the card that led us here.
Yeah, I think
it also
that
had-
Elnat was upset, and then we found something that made you more upset,
Okay.
and we followed you on a murder spree.
It had the Mulgrade seal on it.
Yeah.
But you would also know, Elnat, that like those things have to be inspected too. Like before they receive the seal of approval from the clan, like they should pass inspection.
And that one clearly wouldn't have because it was crap, right?
Wouldn't
Yeah.
have. Right. Yep.
No, there's too much wrong. This would none of these would have this piece of crap would have never gotten the seal of Mulgrade. There's something wrong. There's fishiness going on here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
So obviously Elnat is still mad.
Yes.
It's going to be.
I will say that Elnat is probably kind of inching towards. So this is for gameplay, so that I'm not clogging up the doorway, but also just kind of like walking forward, and he's like pointing and getting all like he's still pretty heated. So yeah, I'm walking forward a little bit towards this. I'm not running towards him by any means, but
Okay. It's not quite your turn yet, though. We'll wait to do that.
okay. Yeah,
in a
sorry.
second. It is Huang's turn. So Huang, you have crept up to the doorway. We'll say you have a couple of actions left that you can spend if you want. You would have to spend an action on the squirrels if you want to keep the squirrels any longer. They're probably a few rounds away from disappearing. They were currently in combat with a guy on the other side of the wall, so I don't know if you want to keep them fighting him or not.
He's still alive, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like spending an action to keep them working on their little task already is probably good. So
So you
action
got
for
another
them.
action. Is there anything else that you want to do while you're sitting here kind of peeking at the doorway?
Is there any cracks in the door? Is it a thin door?
I would say there's definitely like a keyhole or something that you could peek through if you wanted to.
I'm gonna try
Listen
that.
to
Yeah.
Of course you are. I mean, like I think they're talking at a fairly normal volume, so you can kind of hear what they're saying on the other side of the door. But you're just sitting there listening, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to roll for the squirrels?
Sure. What
Uh,
dice is that again?
So the squirrels move and then can nibble. So actually, it's just it's 1d6 damage. So roll 1d6.
That's a 3.
So this guy actually critically failed his save, so he's going to take double damage from that. He's going to take 6 points of damage as these squirrels swarm all over him and start eating him alive. So I think everyone in the room hears a muffled
I That's exactly what we probably
coming
heard.
from.
That's exactly what it
Yeah,
sounded like.
exactly.
We heard a
It-
muffled-
A little
It
bit.
sounded way better through the floor, guys. I promise.
Yeah, okay. And I think Ygritte is kind of turning his head a little bit at that. Okay, it's Huang's turn. It is now Elnat's turn.
Yeah, Elnat will be kind of walking towards Ygritte over here, and
Okay.
yeah, he's gonna keep on. He's definitely not de-escalating the situation.
Are you gonna do anything else, or just kind of keep walking towards him?
Um,
I assume you still got your weapons out.
you said yeah. You said that Ygritte came from over here.
Yep.
Okay. I think. Let's see. I'm gonna do a perception check to see if, like, specifically looking if, like, the door is still, like, open.
It's
or if
open.
it
He
is
walked.
open.
He just opened it and walked out. Yep.
Okay.
You can see into that next room.
Okay. I didn't know if maybe, like, he had closed it behind him. Then I think you would 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go to here because I don't want him to just run off into that room where no one can get.
You're
to
not
him
supposed
again.
to be back here. I'm telling you, you should leave and return during business hours.
And who's going to make me? You?
Third guy shows up outside. All three of the guards that were originally outside have returned to their post. We'll say it's Angoric's turn.
What is this area of effect that's on the map again? Is that the heal from last
It's
time? Or is that
it's
bless?
bless.
It's bless. Okay.
It's bless y'all. What's Angoric
Angoric?
feeling like?
I'm blessed.
Is going to call after Elnat and move past Karu and say, maybe we should hear him out, Elnat. It sounds like this is all on the up and up. More trying to de-escalate because he sees the people approaching their original guards and heard the muffled scream of another, set of people, and thinks this may be a suicide mission at this point. And honestly, I think I'll just move, talk, and get into position because the only person that's hurt is
You have the movement to get out of the doorway to let more people in if need be.
I do. Yeah, I only moved 10 feet to get there.
That might be of value, is getting
Yeah.
farther.
I
into
mean,
the
technically,
room to
your
allow more
your
people in.
characters can all move through each other's squares. So like,
Yeah, that's true.
It's not
But to
difficult
be
to-
able to like stand and fight in the room, type of thing.
How much health do you have, Elnat?
I'm at 41 of 62,
Oh, you're
so I'm over half.
Yeah.
he
Okay.
got some pretty good. I think you healed him last time, and he laid on hands himself. So
Mhm.
Yeah. I did. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And
Orpheus,
And I drained the
what are you
chest.
thinking?
I will still
Yeah, you
cast
chance.
guidance
Okay.
On
On who?
on Wokrun.
Rune.
I'm going to move forward to be in this. Is this like protective bubble still a thing around? This is around you, right?
It's
So it gives a +1 on rolls.
Okay, that's what I thought.
yeah,
then-
it's should actually be
Yeah.
here, right? Is it just 15 feet?
Yeah, I believe so, and it lasts a minute, so we still have quite a few rounds. left.
Several rounds, yeah.
Is this door closed between the creatures?
If you can see through it, it's open.
Okay, I just want to clarify. I passed Karu to be in this because I would like to be in the bubble,
I want to be where the
Uh,
people are.
and we haven't engaged with them yet, right?
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Can I be the person to do it, or will that piss everybody off? in the world?
Orpheus
I,
runs in the
I
room
will.
and just-
I will say,
Yeah,
after Angoric kind of started to de-escalate the situation, Elnat does deflate a little bit, like kind of like someone is because up to this point, I don't think anyone has really tried to de-escalate the situation.
No, we've been gassing you up.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So just you'll see that I'm not as gung ho to destroy this man. So
Yeah.
do with that as you will.
Yeah, I would say if you start trying to pull out something to attack, I might like reach up and put a hand on you. Just wait one moment here.
I guess I'm just done. I'm just gonna, I guess, observe. I'm gonna like do exactly what Wakaroon just said, which is I'm gonna like
Be ready, but not attack.
my like sorry, I get like confused between the two campaigns. I have a longbow in this one, a crossbow in the other one. I'm gonna grab my longbow and have it and start like knock an arrow, but like just have it down, pointing at the ground, and like think about it, and then Wakaroon will like put his hand out, be like, he gives like a Witcher like, and then
Here, I'll
don't
grunt.
make,
The GG.
and then it smells like rain, and then
Winds howling.
wind's howling, and then just goes like is just watching, and it's like I guess I'll just
Okay.
see what happens.
So what I'm hearing is a whole lot of nothing from all of you. No, I'm just kidding. So
I wanted to do things, but I was
I
told
know.
that it would
I know.
not be supported by the group, and I would just be dragging
Here's-
us into something.
I mean, if
So-
you wanted to go, then Elnat would be going. It's just that up until Angoric kind of pumped the brakes a little bit, Elnat was all going for it. But you know, if someone else starts it, then Elnat's going to be like, "Oh darn!"
Elnat's gonna finish it.
Elnat's like, "What an unfortunate turn of
see.
events."
I do next turn. It's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
maybe
Alright.
next turn.
Maybe next turn. All right.
Okay, so Red over here is going to continue fighting off the swarm of squirrels, but you're going to hear if I assume the squirrels can't communicate with you
Oh my
telepathically.
god, I just saw whatever the fuck that was when you moved
Did
it.
you?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
when
bad.
When it moves.
All right. Well, anyways, so so there's the squirrels shouts change from shouts of valorous night squirrels to afraid of something in the other room, but you don't know quite what's happening there.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
good.
And Ygritte is going to say,
It's not good.
"Good. The Guardian is taking care of the intruders. Now, I'm going to give you one more chance.
Oh no!
You can take your leave, or we can get down to brass tacks, as it were."
Let's get down to
Nope.
business. To
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 defeat
defeat the
you-
Huns.
Walkroon's turn, round 9.
So I hear him say that, and I hear like everything you just described. Wakaroon can hear, yeah.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Wakaroon goes,
You hear in the background, they're like fighting, they're like valorous squirrel, and then all of a sudden they're like,
nope,
Yeah,
I'm not
"I'm so
getting-
afraid!"
Really not a lot of that. I
Can hear
can
it?
infer
Can
what's
hear it?
happening.
Alright.
That's good. Wakaroon would go, Elnat, I don't know if you heard that, but maybe we should at the very least take this outside.
"Help me! Ah! Oh my god, what is that?"
I guess, does it look like are these guards, I know the door's open, are they standing at the door in a way that's like, you're not getting out, or are they standing at the door like, I'm at the end of my movement, I will be coming in type situation, or is it hard to say?
Yeah, I mean, I think they showed up at the door. I think based on what he said, they'll let you pass if you guys try to leave. But like, if you don't, they're happy to come inside.
Top of the turn order decisions. Interesting.
You just hold your action.
I could.
Let them get the
Good.
first attack off.
Yeah. Well, I'm certainly not going to be the first one to attack.
But we also didn't learn nothing from this.
I know, but here is Austin's least favorite thing to do ever in any D&D based game is fight in tight quarters. I fucking hate it. It's just move a little, attack, move, attack, move, attack, move, attack. So at the very least, if we could get out here and have a big old brawl out in the street, that would be so much better. Like, I would just enjoy that. That would be so much more enjoyable for me, even though I'm like a melee character. I guess I have a rifle, but like, man,
Get your street, bro.
there's nothing worse than
No.
hallways. I fucking
Liking
hate
this
them.
brawl very much.
Basements.
Yeah, but basements sometimes can be open. But so I hear some horrible shit. I'm trying not to meta the fact that I saw some horrible shit. I
Fair.
hear some horrible
Fair.
shit. Ygritte is, man. Okay, here's what I want to do first.
Question.
Can
Sure.
I ask you a
Question. Have
question?
you ever met someone in your front room? Because it's all turn-based, is there any way to like coordinate our turn to do like a massive push to like make what Walkaroon wants to happen?
Pushing him back into spawn. Pushing him back into spawn.
We could hold. We could all or
That's what I'm
delay.
saying. I wanted Marvel Rivals. I want a Marvel Rivals combat.
We could all delay and let them all
Whoa.
take their turn, and then each of us go bang, 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 bang without them doing anything. But there's no way for us to get our, like, because they're sprinkled throughout us. So it would just mean letting all of the enemies act before us, and then we could all go together. So I don't know if there's a great way to do it. I think I'm going to do exploit vulnerability on Ygritte, because I can do that without him knowing.
So
Go ahead.
I will say that you guys, it is in turn order, but you guys can chat here. Now I would say that anything you say they can hear too, because they're like 5 feet away from you.
Unless we have some sort of like psychic or something.
Yeah. So you're just like, y'all skeet.
All right. I
Like
don't
a
think I'm
water
gonna
hose.
delay. I might not do anything more than what I'm going to do here, but I want to exploit vulnerability on Ygritte.
Okay.
Because I want to learn something about him that I think could be useful regardless of what happens. So I might just learn that he's a...
I should do this when I'm talking.
Yeah, alright. I'm going to use my moon die provided by Justin for Christmas.
Ooh, first
Thank you.
natch 20 of the moon die.
Yeah, the moon die. Moon water.
I noticed those fishing weights that were drilled into it.
Yeah, well, they put them on the 20, you know. Alright. Natural 3.
Oh.
For a total
Damn.
of 14.
Okay.
It's okay. You're getting the bad one out first.
Against,
That's right. On the-
his standard DC for his level.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a failure. Probably
Just
not
a
a critical failure.
Okay.
Just a failure.
Okay.
Just a failure.
So I don't know any weaknesses that I can share, but I can still exploit his personal antithesis. So if it was to come down to a fight, I could do more damage to him.
Yeah, you said 14, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so
14
I'm
just a regular
still,
failure.
I think we are still playing it, and this is a Dylan and Brendan thing. Matthew, when he plays his, he gets a free, or they let him have a free recall knowledge check with the exploit vulnerability, which I don't know why. I can't figure out why. I don't know what rule they're reading that makes them think that they get a free, or like a free knowledge check. Because I think that's the other thing that I would do, is just roll a knowledge check on him as well, just to see if I could figure out like what kind of class he is, or if he looks like he's got any, do I feel any magical essence coming off of him or something. So
No, he's like school in the summertime. No class.
What did you do? You did an esoteric lore check?
I did exploit vulnerability,
Oh, okay.
which I select a creature that I can see and attempt an esoteric lore check against a standard DC for its level, and then there's levels of success on that esoteric lore check. So maybe they're thinking because
That's what
but that's not like I'm not doing recall knowledge, which
I
is,
see what you're saying.
right? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like esoteric lore
Yeah.
check doesn't mean that I just get a free. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think it's
Okay.
I think that's the stat that you're using, but that's not, you're not
Yeah.
doing a
So
recall
would
knowledge
you
check.
think it'd be okay for me to do a recall knowledge then, even if I failed you know what I mean? Like, because you can't
Yeah.
do like a fail. If you fail,
If you want to spend 2 actions on it, I'd say go ahead. You know, if you're gonna spend both your actions to do that, like that's.
Oh, like one, and
That's
then
fine.
I don't, not another
Yeah.
two, just
Yeah.
two. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and see if
Oh.
I can't figure out anything else interesting about. At the very least, we would know if Karu's thing that none of the characters know he did would work. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, natural 2. So
Nice.
3, 2. Let me just go ahead and get this one out of the way real quick. It was 11, so 2 ones. So you know what? I will take that as like a fate thing there.
All right.
So that's 2 actions. I kind of lean over
what
to
is your check result with a 2?
Oh,
I
sorry,
guess it's not any lower.
Oh,
Right? It's
actually,
not
no,
good.
that's a good call. I always get something. You are right. Okay, so a 2 would be a 13.
So it's
on
just a
recall
failure.
knowledge. So just a failure. So on a failure, I'm going to get a piece of real knowledge and a piece of fake knowledge. So my... the 2 things I would want to know is if it looks like he's wearing any sort of armor, and does it look like he has any sort of like magical essence about him, like if he is a caster or not, or I wouldn't want to say what his class is, but I don't feel like that's in the spirit of the game necessarily. So I gave you 2 things to give me a truth and a lie easier, maybe potentially. I don't know what you want to roll with, but
Every time you say essence, I think he's wearing cologne.
he might be. I don't know. Is he wearing cologne? Can I smell him?
Some sexy magic cologne.
You can smell him, and he doesn't seem to be wearing cologne. Actually, a little musty.
That's
Do you want
lame.
me to read specifically what it says?
Well, you just okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Oh, actually,
Let me
hold
see
on.
if I
I think
can
I just
find
figured out what they're doing, actually, Brendan.
Okay.
Not just usual topics. Yeah. Additionally, this is for my diverse lore. Additionally, when you succeed at your check to exploit a vulnerability, compare the result of your esoteric lore check to the DC to recall knowledge for that creature. If that number would be a success or a critical success, you gain information as if you had succeeded at the recall knowledge check.
I see.
But I guess I still don't know if that counts as failing. I don't feel like it counts as failing a recall knowledge check. But I do see where they're getting
Mm-hmm.
that free one.
Where you get some information.
So I will remember that moving forward.
Okay. So I'm going to say
No, you would quote your like.
You learn the correct answer and an erroneous answer. But you don't have any way to differentiate which is which. It's Troy's favorite. It's all GM's favorite.
I'm going to say he does not. It does not appear to be a spellcaster. He also does not appear to be a dwarf.
Interesting.
I was promised he was a dwarf.
Okay. He does have antlers coming out of his head. Does I guess maybe my questions should have been about what the fuck is that?
Maybe. But okay. So that's the information that you get. Last action. Do you want to do anything? Just go ahead.
That would have
Throw
been
your-
it.
throw
That
your
would've been-
spear at him.
Oh, I guess. No, you're
1
right.
and 2,
I had
right?
1 and 1. Yeah.
Ah, he's not a dwarf.
I would maybe lean to Angoric and Orpheus and go, "One's not a dwarf. You seen the antlers coming out of his head? I'm going to step over here."
Is it actually even Egrin?
Ygrin?
He looks a lot less intimidating in this picture than he did in his previous one.
Yeah,
Or
well,
is
this
it-
is
It's the antlers.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like him.
I think this is an actual.
this guy. One of these guys is going to walk inside and he's going to crack his knuckles. But he hasn't. You haven't attacked, so he hasn't attacked. It is Karu's turn. I see you moving towards the door, but you did not go out of it.
Hi, yeah, well, still waiting to hear what the end of this conversation's gonna be.
Okay, Karu, you've already cast that. I assume you can't cast that multiple times, right?
Not in a single round, no.
Well, it's a new round.
Oh, okay. This isn't part of the same round that I casted that. Okay.
No, this is all new round for round 9 for you guys. He's asked you guys to leave firmly.
Okay.
Firmly.
I do
Firmly
believe
grasp it.
we have overstayed our welcome. No more business to be had here.
I agree with you there, Carter.
Yeah, what did they do to Karu? Why does Karu sound like that?
That's good.
Changes episode to episode. It's a little Easter egg.
Grabbed his family
It's
jewels.
a little Easter egg.
He says, and so we go to war.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna sit firmly here outside waiting for my compatriots
Just
and
next
look
to
up
these
at
two guys.
yellow. Yeah. I'm only using one of my movements, and for the rest of my actions, I'm gonna cast Forbidden Thought on him to keep him from striking, just in case.
Just in case.
Do they have any idea that's being cast on them? Is there like a?
No, they just see a scary doll staring up at them.
You don't have. There's no verbal components, right, to any of your
Yeah.
spells.
No,
Is there a
the
somatic
whole,
component? I think it's all mental, right?
yeah, the cool thing with the psychic
It's
is
totally mental.
I can do this.
God,
yeah.
it's a scary doll.
Ygritte is going to hold his action. He's waiting to see what you guys do. All right. Yellow. So Karu walked outside, which leaves him in a kind of a quandary. Do I watch this little doll thing, or do I go? Well, the people inside seem to be bigger warriors, so he's going to go put himself in the mix here. He's going to stand there, kind of in a ready position. We will call it
Yellow
Huang's
moves,
turn.
and so then my gaze just moves to purple. It's the same straight stare.
Guess this doll's a little creepy. Don't leave me out here with it. What about Huang? Huang is still listening at the door to this conversation.
Yeah, I didn't know if I could listen better at all.
I've told you everything that they've said, so
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, outside of breaking in the room, I don't know what else, or going to the other side. What else I
just
could do at this point?
kick it open like Cusco. Boom,
Yeah.
baby.
Is it locked, or
I'm a fox.
should you just open it?
She can open it.
Okay. No need to kick. You could just open it. Which way does it
Look,
open?
alright.
Is the real question.
Straight up.
Really? The suicide
Towards
door.
the ceiling. Exactly.
Cool.
I'm gonna open it and then walk in the room.
Okay.
And then that's 2 moves, right?
No? Well, yes, that's 2 actions.
And the squirrels are gone?
No, squirrels are still there.
Okay, so then a 3rd move to reinvigorate the squirrels.
Okay, so you're gonna leave Bao behind. I guess he gets
Bao-
1 action on his.
Bao
turn.
gets his own turn. Bao's a mature companion.
Okay. All right. Whoa.
That's it.
Bad.
Okay, so you're gonna attack with the squirrels again.
Yeah.
Mm. The guy saved this time, so it'll just be half damage.
That's a 2.
The 1 point of damage on the guy in the other. Ah! Owie! Alright. What does Bao do?
He moves.
Just follow you?
Yeah. Follow mommy.
Okay. He goes, how many of you are there? Why was she back there? What did you take? It's Elnat's turn. We've got all the way around to Elnat. The conversation is not really picked up or dwindled here.
Okay, so Elnat will he'll hold Ygritte's his gaze, like his stare, for a while, and you can tell that he's really fighting this, like inside. He wants to just go to town, but he also realizes that it might not be the best idea to do this. So yeah, I think he's gonna he will kind of put his hands up, and he'll be like, "We will leave for now, but I do swear this is not over, Ygritte." And like he's gonna, yeah, he's basically saying that you've won for now. And
Battle
yeah,
not the
he
war.
will, yeah, so he will start heading towards the door. And I'll say Silver Forge will probably be following after this. Yeah. 2 actions.
Are you gonna give him an action?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, he's inside. Karu.
Haru is now right.
Karu's just Karu can ride on top of Silver Forge.
Probably good.
No fooling.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
size works.
Okay, so Elnats kind of leaves a vaguely threatening remark, and Ygrin says, "Of course, not until we've earned back your business."
What a prick.
So
stab him.
stupid.
Let me have my
Yeah.
turn, not kill him.
Elnat just starts like planning all of the like
Ways gonna go.
yeah, well, definitely ways that he can kill him, but also ways that he can just make his life hell on, like all of the shit where it's like, let's check. Like, we're gonna be calling the building inspector. We're gonna be calling to make sure all their permits are up to snuff. We're gonna be getting the people who put the Mulgrade mark on it. They're getting involved, so they're gonna be investigating. Like, this guy is not gonna know a moment's peace just because of all the bureaucracy that Elnat is gonna bring down on him. And then he's gonna kill him.
So you're a murderous Karen.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that? War were declared.
All right, I'm gonna say Purple's gonna hold his turn. He's gonna stand outside. Just kind of he's gonna attempt to have a staring contest with the doll.
Oh, fun.
Just keep watching you out there. And Gorik, what are you thinking?
Yeah, if somehow we have de-escalated the situation to the point that we can leave, I'm gonna leave.
I see the logic there.
Okay, Orpheus, same thing.
Goodbye.
I guess, but I think he's going to walk out and make like really direct eye contact and still have his arrow knocked and be like, let everybody know that if they try any funny business at all, at the slightest hint of anything, he will start firing.
The GIF I posted in chat is basically Elnat right now.
So, where did you going for it? Let's see.
I walked away.
Like
Okay.
where though? Where away where?
All the way down south.
Oh, I see you now.
Here. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, I'm just
Down.
like
the-
way far. I'm just gonna go to here.
Down.
All right, everybody else gonna follow suit then? You're just gonna peacefully leave?
Wakruin's gonna, before he leaves, walk up to Ygrin and be like, "Hey, so how much are we talking here for like a standard piece of breastplate?" I'm like, no, yeah,
Getting a
Wakrun will
quote
follow.
before you leave.
Yeah,
You
Wakrun
walk
will
up to
leave as
talk
well.
to him, and one of the yellow guys goes, "Man, there's a lot of bodies in there."
And as soon as we get outside, wait, I guess Huang, are you coming too?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to play for you. As soon as he gets outside, Wakrun goes, leans over to whoever's nearest to him. So right now it's like Elnat and Orpheus. Goes, we need to get out of here now before they find the bodies.
Yeah, it's time to
And
run.
Wakrun quickly steps until this guard steps inside and then starts a little bit of a dwarven jog, if you will.
A dwarven jog.
A dwarven jog.
Yeah.
Is that like Rotland
Jog,
Borg?
if you will.
Episode
Dog.
title:
Yeah, dwarven jog.
Dwarven Jog.
Yeah, so I think we
Dwarves
should
are
dip.
natural sprinters.
It's true, but he's not sprinting because that's too obvious. A little jog, you
Sure.
know?
All right. If everybody leaves, they do. The last guard goes inside and shuts the door, and you hear it like thunk as they like slide like a bar down over the door.
We should have put a camera in there, a spy camera. Shit.
I did. The squirrels are chilling.
World.
The squirrels.
Sure, the squirrels only. Do you release the squirrels now?
I don't know. I get one more
Yes.
turn with them left. Shut up! We get one more turn with them left.
You probably have, I don't know, a couple turns left of them. All they're gonna do is keep fighting in that other room you can't see, but they could potentially be killed just the same. So
Do they? You don't have to line of sight to control, I guess. That's wild.
Yeah, I wish I could use them as like little cameras.
you can't see anything they can see. They can't give you any messages.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to use them as cameras, but it would be really funny to just hear you grin. What the fuck is this?
It's,
Scurry of squirrels.
All right, squirrels, go back to your home planet.
Eventually, the squirrels return to Squirrel World. I messaged Austin. I was like, maybe it's like Squirrel Holla. You know, these are the night squirrels. They go back to Squirrel Holla.
They have fallen in battle. They go to Squirrel Holla.
I just realized, Brennan, we can see that creature in the initiatives. You might get rid of that ASAP. Before everyone else looks. I haven't looked at it yet. I keep seeing it and then scrolling away.
Doesn't give you a lot of information.
It doesn't, but it's still cool. So if we...
It is cool.
Do we get out of here? Like, can we...
Yep.
Okay. I think we would go back
I can't tell you if you're being followed or not.
Well, yeah, touche. Karu, do you think you could keep an eye out for anyone that might be following us? I don't know if you can see better because you can sense people's minds or not, but it might be worth a try.
I can. And I can.
Excellent. I think that we need to get up and speak with, hold on, let me check my notes here. What's the lady's name that we're looking for from 4 months ago? Draknalar, her name is Gerelga? Gerelga. We need to go maybe talk to Gerelga now. I know we came here to get information about her, but maybe we could go speak to her first and see specifically if this is a place we need to get into again. Maybe after hours when there's less people here, or during hours when there's less people here. We could scout it out if we need to get back in. But
we could potentially also get law enforcement involved.
Aye, we could. Although we got to go speak to someone who's incarcerated, so I don't know how on the side the law is with us right now.
And I do believe that he did give a bit of an explanation for the Melgrade seal. It does seem as though one of your relatives is...
That might be worth looking into more, too.
And Elnat will explain. No, that is... Even though it had the seal on there, they still have to be inspected by someone within the clan. And
it was Mulgrave, but not actually Mulgrave. It was a Mulgrave that made it, but not Mulgrave inspected or quality.
Correct. In order to earn that stamp, it would have had to pass inspection, and that piece of shit would have never passed inspection.
Does anyone else have any good ideas here? Do we need to take a minute? Or do we, what's like, how, this is all we've done today, right? So what's like, how are we looking time-wise, right? I don't remember. Like, do we need to go rest for the evening? Like, are people needing to get stuff back, spells and that sort of thing? And we go do this...
I mean, Elnat would definitely need some rest.
Well, we can... If you just need to heal and get, like, focus stuff back, we can do that easy on the way up.
Huang needs spells.
Yeah.
Okay. What's our time looking like, Brendan, here?
I think this is the first thing you guys did in the morning. So like
Okay.
it took you as long as it took you to go down to the bottom floor of the city and find Usa, and then come and find this bakery.
Yeah, so it's not even. It's probably like maybe. So.
And the combat lasted a whopping 9 rounds, so it was not even 1 minute long.
Yeah. Okay. But maybe we could still go speak to this person to get something else done today before we go anywhere where we expect a potential fight to go. We get arrested first. Does that make sense? I think it might be. I mean, whatever. I guess I do it a character. While Karun would go, I think we should go speak with the one that's in prison up at the top. If you guys are feeling up for it. I don't think that we should come back here for quite some time, though. Rest up, gear up before we ever dive back into that hellscape. We can get another scurry of squirrels ready too before we enter next time. They might be scared shitless by them at this point.
And then Huang like coughs and does her best like Walkeroon accent and goes, "Hi."
You're starting to sound more and more like a dwarf every day there, Huang. Anyone else have any ideas? And Gorik, come back up here. We're talking closer to the front door. Okay. I assume
I'm assuming everyone moved away. Yeah.
We're not on the map anymore, right?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
we
you're
were
right.
just
You're right.
stayed.
I'm just.
We're just standing right there waiting for them to figure out what we've done and then come barging out.
All right, and
You
good.
just-
So we've decided that we're gonna
you guys-
vote you off the island. Sorry, just kidding.
You guys walk 10 feet away and you just hear, "Oh my God! Look at all these bodies!"
Get him.
The scarecrow! It's dead!
Does that sound like a plan for everyone else, or what are we thinking here?
That's fine.
Yeah, I think trying to find what's her name.
Ah, it's a scurry of squirrels! Juan, get rid of it!
Geralga would be valuable.
Elga, yeah. I agree.
Why
When we come
did-
back out, when we're leaving, do we spot our good friend whose name starts with a letter, and that letter would be...
A.
Not
A, B,
Usa,
C, D.
but Usa's the guy we say. Fazil. F.
Fazil.
Do we see Fazil at all when because we sent him off to take the guards, and then he was gonna... Like, if we saw him, I would want to give him like a, hey, just so you know, we killed some of your friends. They kicked us out. Sorry about that. We'll probably be back at some point.
Sorry about that.
Good luck. Don't be a bad
Our
person.
bad.
Yeah, you guys walk around the corner and you just see like 3 knives like sticking out of his body, and he's like in
my
the street.
Oh shit.
You
No,
left the
no.
knife.
No, no. I think he's gone. He's gone. He's on the lamb now.
I think he probably
Wait.
stole a lamb and is riding it off at this point.
Did Fazil just die?
I
No,
know.
I was just kidding.
In one scenario, he did.
In this
One
universe.
multiverse.
There was a split in the multiverse there. It's all right. We're in this one. All right, so up the mountain,
If you want,
through the inside of the mountain.
Coming down
Yeah.
the mountain when she
We
comes.
would
So you
know
guys-
where to
Police
go to
are-
get to him,
are-
right?
Mhm.
They were arrested. Private prison at the top of the mountain, the Baroque.
yeah. The Broke is a private prison that's made out of some shoddy towers. That is in the the upper floor of High Helm here. And it's owned by a dwarf named Balim. Not Bailiff, he's Balim.
A limb.
Built a couple of towers. It was converted into prison. A wealthy dwarf purchased it and ran the jail. Locks up anyone for a fee. Okay, so this is definitely like a bad prison, like a sketchy.
This
ass
is-
prison.
this whole place is
For-profit
bad.
prison. Yeah, that's kind of what we took
A
away from
baddie.
it last
Okay.
time.
So if we ever feel like things are getting too spirited and we don't want to fight in this private prison dungeon potential thing, we just leave. We go heal, we go sleep. We don't have to push any buttons. I just want to establish that beforehand.
I wonder how many times Brendan's gonna just let us leave a place.
If he wants to stop us, someone will chase us. Like I said, I would rather be fighting out here on this map than I would inside that place. So if everything chased us, I think I would be happy. I mean, happier than
Yeah.
fighting inside. I think this is the best case scenario right now, that we got to get the fuck out of there. Because again, if you zoom way out on this map, there's a lot of this building we haven't been to. Very potentially filled
Mhm.
with a lot of stuff. So I think that was probably the right call. But all right, head up towards the Baroque. On the way up, my chalice can fill up every 10 minutes, and I can let people drain it. So
Letting
everyone
people
should be.
bring your chalice? Ugh.
So yeah, exactly. So
I think the wounded condition goes away if you get max HP, right?
Yes, or if I am treated with the treat
treat wounds,
wounds.
yeah. So
spell.
I can get everyone up to I mean, if it's, I assume it takes like an hour, right? Or how long? It takes a little while to get to the top, right, Brendan? Who's down? Is it just Elnat that's down health right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
So yeah,
that's
Elnat,
right.
I can get you up.
Okay.
You should be back to full. I can roll it if we need to, but I don't think it's like I'm healing 12 hit points every 10 minutes, basically.
And I'm down 21 at health,
Okay,
so.
so I can get you back up to full in 20 minutes for free, basically.
Yeah. So we'll say it takes you some time to get up there.
During
30 minutes or so.
during that time, Elnat will be doing his like praying to Ongrad and doing his prayers to gain a
Refocus.
focus. Yeah, get a focus point back.
Yeah, so it doesn't take you guys too long to get there. Like I said, it's like a pair of towers that used to be used by a priesthood, I think, and then it got bought out and they converted it into a jail. But
Airbnb.
there's like a small office up front, and Balaam actually mans it himself. So he's kind of a very small dwarf, like he's short even by dwarven standards, and he's kind of got like a shock of black hair like right in the middle of his head, and he looks kind of frazzled, and he's got these thick rimmed glasses. And so you guys kind of you come in and he's like, "What's your business here? What brings you to the Brock?"
Find the holy grail.
I have a +10 in diplomacy.
It's
so
not
I can
here!
Nope.
Definitely.
I will take this one.
'Kay.
And Gorik is a little frustrated by the killing that took place the last time. And he's going to walk up, and he knows that, this man is a man of ill repute, but he is a man of high helm, or a dwarf of high helm. And he's going to say, "We are here to meet with the prisoner Gorelga."
Irelga? Well, let me see. I have a long list of prisoners. It will take me quite some time to go through the catalog. And you see he's just got a stack of papers, and none of them are like collated or anything. He's like flipping through them very slowly. No, not Boris. No, not him. Are you sure that the prisoner's name was Jirelga?
Have you tried spelling it with a J?
Jorelga
Oh.
Goldredge,
It could be
arrested for
Oh.
smuggling recently, I believe.
Goldredge. Is the prisoner not a dwarf?
I know. They are
Oh, well then it
It
would be-
Draknalar.
he like takes the papers he was holding and he like tosses them up in the air, and he said, "Well, they won't be here now." And he goes back to the filing cabinet and is like inching through, and you notice that he's just kind of standing there with his hand out, and like while he's like looking through the papers.
It's a full profit.
Give him a high
Right.
five.
a single gold piece in his hand.
It's quite light, isn't it? And he hands it back to you. He's like, "I would like something much heavier," and he keeps looking.
Give him my sword. My
And
spear.
Gorik looks at Wokrun's chalice.
And Wakrun looks at it, and then looks past it to see what you're looking at, because clearly you would never be looking at his chalice.
And Gorik is thinking to himself this entire time, "Man, I hate this guy." And I'm not going to clarify whether that's Wokrun or the.
Sure.
And Gorik will take out 5 gold pieces. Laura almost just launched her laptop across the room.
I
He'll
mean,
take out 5 gold pieces and put it into his hand.
Ah, well, we're nearly halfway through. And he like takes those and he puts it into a pouch, and he says, "I think it might be closer to the back." And he's like still continues to like leaf through them.
Did he look at the pieces?
Yes, he said we're nearly halfway through.
Well, I know, but did he look at them, or was it just the weight?
Yeah.
Could we have put like
Yeah, no, he looked at
10
them.
silver in there, and that would have been twice as heavy in his hand? You know what I'm saying? Like,
He did glance at them, yes.
all right,
And silver
everyone,
and gold
check
plated.
your feats, actions, skills, abilities here. Let's make sure we're not missing anything that could be super helpful in this situation that would help with bribes or whatnot. I feel like someone could have something that could be beneficial here. Yeah, let's just take a second, read through your feat sections.
Ah, here it is. Jirelga.
Oh, well, no, just
And
all right.
he's
We just
just-
needed
he-
time.
He pulls it out and he says, yes, the gnome was brought in on several counts of smuggling. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Nope, I'm sorry, it must not be her. And he goes back to the thing and continues looking.
What a prick. All right, keep looking.
I believe in you.
I have trick magic item. Does anyone have a magic item I can trick? I don't know if that's relevant here.
Feel like that might not be relevant here, Austin.
This magical sword only works for elves. I'm
I
an
can
elf.
let all of us ignore difficult terrain
Mhm.
for a minute. I want to try to be diplomatic here. I want to be like, "Hey, you're quite organized here. I can appreciate a good organizational chart. I think I got a fairly good eyesight back here. I think you just skipped it just a little bit back there. Again, your organization is so well. I think I could help you out." And as he's doing that, he touches his. I guess he doesn't have to touch it, but I have my diplomat's badge that helps me be a little bit better with doors.
Nice.
So, touching it lets me do a better recall knowledge check on it. So, but all right, I'll roll diplomacy check just to see if we can.
Wait, before
move
you
past-
do that, can
yeah.
I say something?
Absolutely.
I have Bon Mot, which is launch a insightful quip at a foe, distracting them. Choose a foe within 30 feet and roll a diplomacy check against the targets. Will DC target is distracted and takes a -3 penalty to perception and will saves for 1 minute.
If we need to sneak by him, that might be perfect.
Okay.
Like you could
Well,
Spider-Man
last
him
one
at the
there,
front,
I
and we
feel
could
like
sneak
it'd
around.
have some sort of impact into your diplomacy check. Too.
Yeah, that's why before you roll your diplomacy, I was wondering if...
Like roll that to aid, maybe.
Yeah.
Basically, but like a better aid.
Get your butcher better.
Leave that up to Brendan. I will let you roll that first to see what you get.
What is your quip then?
Yeah, what do you
Lorna?
say?
Oh,
Let's see if I can find more.
I don't know.
See.
Better out than in, I always say.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so you pick a dwarven saying that you've heard people say off the streets, like
Yeah.
the weather is always the
Aye.
same, but at least it's warm or something like that. You know, it's just like
At least it's a dry heat.
yeah. I hate the caves. The weather's always the same, but at least it's dry. Okay. And
Nobody
he,
can outdrink an elf. Or no, a dwarf.
That's a shitty dwarven saying.
Nobody can
And this
have
is-
Nobody
Actually,
can-
what it is nobody... Legolas beat Gimli. I'm just saying.
That's
Anyways.
She's also thousands of years old.
All right, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, you roll that, and then I'll roll afterwards.
Go ahead. Yeah, roll diplomacy then. I think that's what you
So,
said.
but... Because, Brendan, you roll that, right?
What is it?
You do... Choose a foe within
Oh,
30
yeah,
feet
is
and
that a
roll...
secret check?
Oh, I roll a diplomacy check against
I think so.
your... Okay, sorry. Okay. So I roll first?
Sure.
I do like the thought that Orpheus says the thing about the elves instead.
Oh,
Oh, that's an interesting.
Whoa, Lord. Oh!
It's very cracked. We're gonna go with it though. Oh, we're running
Oh. I'm gonna use my hero point.
okay.
back. Jesus.
Oh. I didn't roll very good. 12.
Because I've heard that one before. Go ahead and give me your roll, Austin.
All right. Okay. Big money, no whammies. 2. That's 3-2-2. By the way, everyone, in case you're keeping track. 3 different die. That's gonna be a
Impressive.
total of a 12. So
All right.
I think diplomats. I don't know if this +10 is accounting
Yeah.
for my 3. Yeah, it is. Okay, 4. Yep. All right. So it's a 12 total.
He's gonna say, "No, I don't think you're right. I think it. He goes that maybe it's in the other room." I says, "I'll have to leave you for a while, but feel free to peruse our stack of."
Wait. I think I see it right back there, and he like slides 2 gold pieces over the counter, and it falls down when he's kind of like looking behind the counter.
Well, you dropped something, and he's gonna like pick them back up and set them there, and he's like, "Unless you meant to hand me more."
Nope, I sure did.
All right.
I'm not bribing this motherfucker.
We're up to 7 now at this point. He goes ahead
Oh,
and
we're up to
pockets those
2.
2
He
gold
gave you
pieces.
it back, right?
No, he took the other 5.
No, but did he take my 2 or give me my 2 back?
He puts them back on the counter and then says, "Unless you meant this to be more."
And I say no, I take my 2 back.
Okay.
I mean, I guess he can have whatever.
What are you doing, Austin?
You don't know.
What is your
What?
plan here?
Well, my plan was if 2 wasn't enough, then I'm not giving him 2. I'm not just gonna keep piecemealing him gold.
Well, look, I see you're not very familiar with how things work in these parts, but
I don't think you're very familiar.
I really can't. I mean, I could tell you, I do believe that we have someone here by the name of Jarelka. She was brought in on some very serious smuggling and manufacturing charges, and I don't think I can let you see her today.
We have someone who's scary here. I think we're through diplomatic. I don't think we need to waste any more
I'm
gold
pretty
on this floor.
diplomatic. I could try again.
Well, no
Gordon
intimidation.
will
Plus
do
3
something.
intimidate here.
I'm sorry. I didn't write down what this guy's name was.
Balaam.
Balin?
Balaam.
Balin the Bailiff?
Yep. I
Are
thought
you
it was ironic.
serious right now?
Creative.
Balaam. B-A-E? Like Bay. He's Bay. Lim. L-I-M. Salt Bay Lim.
Okay. Balaam.
Episode title? Salt Bay Lim. Salt Bay.
Mhm.
Salty Salt Bay.
Good luck.
Says, yes, you've said my name 3 times. Are you talking to me?
I lean down to Karu.
Bale-
Hi.
Bale-
Do you think
Bale?
he'd be scared of my
Balin?
rifle if I shoved it in his face?
Balaam.
Prison break!
On the fucking ground! This is a robbery!
Yes. Yes, and Gorik, you wanted to say something. You haven't given me your name yet. It was an interesting tidbit there that I just out of thin air. Well, you visit all the time. You often, you and your father bring loaves of bread for our prisoners, so
Yes.
it's
Balaam, we've
good
met
to see you
before.
again.
We can't offer much more right now. But
Oh,
if you tell us, well, where Grelka is, we promise to split 5% of the treasure we get from this thief's knowledge with you.
you think she has knowledge of hidden treasure?
We know that she does.
Incredible.
We're lying now. Cool.
All right, is that a bluff or is that diplomacy?
Diplomacy. I'm trying to make a deal here.
All right.
Uh,
So know how
I will. I'll try and aid on this by saying that yes, Droga is known to. She knows where a very valuable stash of treasure is hidden. Diplomacy plus 8, 15 to aid.
15 success, a success, so that's +2. Success. Is it +2 or is it +1?
+1. Critical is
+1. All right.
I mean, you do what you want. You're
That
good. Pretty
is
sure
a
Used to be
25
+2.
on the
Oh,
diplomacy
that's-
check.
It's pretty good. And he goes, well, I suppose you could go and speak with her very quickly if you'd like. Since it is about time for the prisoners to get their exercise for the day. So he's like, I'll lead you there myself. And he says, and here, and he gives you back 5 gold coins. And he says, do make sure that there's more bread the next time you and your father visit. The prisoners seem to love being fed. And he's going to scurry down the hallway with a set of keys.
Hurry.
I would ask that perhaps only a few of you come along. It really wouldn't do to have an entire troop of people traipsing through the prison. 1 or 2. Who wants to go?
Well, what skills do we think are going to be the most valuable in this situation?
I honestly think Orpheus would be fairly valuable as a rogue if Orpheus is
Mhm.
paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
Okay.
Well, and
And-
Orpheus also has pretty good diplomacy, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that would be helpful.
Yeah,
Um,
I think Orpheus and Wokrun make the most sense. Maybe Karu because of the whole like mental gymnastics thing.
Yeah.
And you could probably sneak him in as
Yeah, we don't.
Not-
Yeah, he can just sit on his
Marginal.
shoulder. He's just been a toy this whole time. He doesn't know that it's 3, right? We bring 3, Brendan? 3? As long as
Sure.
one of them's a stuffed
That's what you
animal.
wanted?
So Orpheus, Wakroon, and Karu.
So that means the other 3 are going to stay here? Stay here?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess. Alright. Alright, so
Sure.
3 of you
I will be volunteering.
go with
Okay.
this guy. Go down a long set of hallways with, like, you know, very typical jail cells. You know, there's a lot of wooden doors with iron slats in them where people are like reaching arms out and they're like, hey, you got food? You know, they're shouting and kind of like razzing you guys a little bit as you kind of go along. It's a little scary. But eventually you get to a cell that has a much smaller door for some reason. He goes, got to keep one of these around, you know, in case you imprison a small folk. And so he unlocks the door, and there's this very pitiful looking but brightly hair-colored gnome kind of like sitting on the floor. I don't really have a good...
What's its size comparison to Bao?
Gnomes are small size, so she's probably not that much bigger than Karu.
So Bao's bigger?
Yes, probably. I imagine they're close.
I'm picturing
Are we on
Bao.
the map right now, Brendan?
No, we don't have a map for this part.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
You
picturing
said-
I can-
Bao running in and like smelling her face, but she's very tiny. So
But she kind of like... It's very dark in there, and so he brings in a little bit of light with you guys, and she kind of like looks up and squints at you. Who's there?
I kind of turn to Balaam and I go, "Hi, you think we could have a minute with her?"
Yes,
Just
yes.
Talking private. I appreciate it.
Be quick. Be quick about it.
And I go, God, now I gotta go back to figure out why we were needing to speak with her. I go, you know, the why
Read my
keeps
notes,
escaping me.
goddammit.
Yeah, I have your notes pulled up. I just don't review them super often. I go, no, I gotta give me a second here. We could talk about Ygritte. Like, we could talk about the experience that we just had, but I think maybe we back up before that. She is supposed to know the location, right, of this worm
We're close. Mm-hmm.
that
It's the
can take
survivor.
us. Seek the survivor of the Great Worm. Okay, so she is the survivor of the Great Worm.
And then what are we
Mhm.
looking? She had that way
Knowledge.
of what?
We hear that you are, they call you the survivor of the Great Worm Zogu Tortora. Is that correct?
She kind of snaps to attention and she's like, You've come to jail to interrogate me about...
I know,
A
we're
worm?
not interrogating you. We're just having a conversation right now.
No.
Bitch, shut up! Put my spear to her throat. No, okay. No,
Did you
I'm not
actually
here.
just say that, or are you just joking?
No, yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
No.
Okay, I just want to clarify.
Yeah, no, absolutely kidding. No, we're not here to interrogate you. We're just here to have a conversation. Is
Yes.
are we correct in assuming that? Right? That's...
You have to get me out of here. The conditions in this prison are terrible.
Well, let's, you have to give us a little bit of something, and then we can talk about that afterwards, potentially. We're asking us to clarify who you are here.
Who are you? Why have you come to see me?
Just one question at a time, if you don't mind.
What is this?
I ask you, you ask me. We'll give and
That kid.
give back.
Okay. I guess.
Is that you?
I'm Jirelga. Yes,
You are they call you the survivor of the Great Worm, Zogu Totora.
I mean, I haven't heard that specifically.
Why do we
I haven't
send
heard that.
Rogue Run?
Okay. At this point,
I need to clarify this is the right person.
I think
He's already answered the question.
She has it.
Oh my god. I'm not there.
She says, unfortunately, I don't have any bread and I'm dead.
Good.
I think at this point, Orpheus would step forward and do to Wakroon what Wakroon did to him
Alright,
when it
yeah.
was combat.
Ask
And
away.
just be like, and then I think Orpheus would kneel down in front of What? She's a gnome? Okay.
She's a
In front of the
Dreknalar.
gnome.
She's not. She's like an ancient gnome. Not a gnome. Don't call her a gnome.
She's a gnome.
I thought she was a Dreknalar. I thought that was a completely different thing.
Jarrell.
She's a Drathnalar. She's a deep
Delta?
gnome. So they live deep, deep underground.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I think he would kneel down in front of her, and you know, like in Tangled, how Flynn Rider has like the smolder.
He's got a smolder.
I think Orpheus would try to do a smolder and see if he could be his and give a good like.
Sexy.
No, he'd be like
All right,
hair
so we're
flip.
going to
Classic hair flip.
he's got the
We're
swoopy
gonna
boy hair.
romance the
You
prison.
know all about
Prison.
it.
I know.
Romance the
There's a-
old.
I think it's a
gnome
TV
prison.
show on Freedom about that.
And would give him give a little hair flippy, like a hot boy hair flip and a smolder, and be like, your survival is legendary, and we wanted to hear about it and how you came to be here.
He says, "Do you have any food?
We do.
I'd
And I
like
think
a
he-
double cheeseburger."
Alright, I'm taking out my spear now.
I think he would just pull out some rations
The Stickleberry Stickler! You
Yeah.
have a pie!
pull out his
I
rations
mean,
and
the smallest amount of food is significant to her, so like.
yeah.
I let her drink from the chalice too. Sip
Yeah.
it to drain it. So
Nice.
she gets temporary hit points.
Oh, she's drinking from the
She becomes-
chalice.
Yes,
she,
correct.
she becomes a level 11 fighter.
Good.
Crash through the wall. No, okay.
We have rations.
So-
I have rations. I can give her a
All
nibble.
jokes
I'm trying to schmooze her and
Mhm.
be charismatic.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
All of my terrible jokes aside, so she takes a little bit of hardtack, and chews on it a little bit, and she says, "That's much better," and she like offers the rest of it back to you, and then
And I push my hand out and I'm like, no, keep it.
oh, okay, and she just like tucks it away, like it disappears super fast. But then she says, "Yes, I was one of the ones who was there when the great worm attacked," and she starts describing this scene where there's like this community of these gnomes living underground. And then all of a sudden this worm erupted from the ground and started thrashing about and spewing fire all over the cavern, and it makes the two of you think back to this image, this illusion that you guys had, where you almost experienced the exact same thing.
Yep, because we were in Goldridge too, right? Like we were in where
Mhm.
it happened. Yeah.
And so she's describing this, and so like this seems accurate, right? Like how would she have this knowledge if she hadn't experienced it herself? So she describes this worm attack, and then she thinks about it a little bit, and she's like, "He never seemed mad. He more upset about something, but I couldn't tell you what it was."
He meaning the worm, just to clarify. Yes.
"Yes. No, my father. He never seemed mad. He was just disappointed about something."
Alright, well, you have fun spending the rest
I'm
of your
just
life in
watching
jail.
you.
Oh,
Okay, so well, please get me out. Please help me. Look, I want to
I
help you,
think-
but I don't know what I can do.
I think we're looking for
For hand
some
in fight.
really. You're not here. Shut up. We're looking for a very important tomb. And I think if you could give us any information, helpful information about that, we could potentially use that to negotiate for your release.
Would it help if I could tell you where the worm came from?
Yes?
It's difficult to describe, but if I could get out of here, I could take you there.
No need to describe. And Karu poke his head out of the backpack.
What is that thing?
Haru, ew.
That doesn't get old. Karu will say, "No need to show."
Share memory. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm going to. We'll do joint pasts with her, and I'll ask her to move forward so that I may touch upon her forehead.
Touch
Uh,
upon. forehead. Drink from the chalice. Wow.
Dodge, dodge,
That's incredible.
dodge,
Well, we just
dodge.
could skip the whole quest where we need to get her free and just see her direct memory. It's absolutely not what we're supposed to do, and I love it.
Okay. All right. Well, you're really
She
gonna
has to probably
challenge
be
my
willing,
knowledge
right?
of what happens here. Yeah, I think so.
She has to be willing, so she might not be willing. That could always happen here.
Hmm.
I'll trade her some food for her forehead.
What do you get in your mind?
So I think. All right. So what's the extent of the knowledge that you're able to get? Is there a?
It's
is it, like,
really
limited to.
It's a shared
Yeah,
memory.
it's when one target attempts to recall knowledge, the other can aid the first target's skill check using any lore skill, even if that lore doesn't normally apply, without having made any preparations to aid. So it's really
It's flavor. Actually, show me your memory.
yeah,
It's
because
more
you'll
recall.
touch the target's forehead and bring them into a mental communication. The target can
Cool.
share thoughts and experiences, but not words.
I thought you said mental community for a
But
second. I was like,
it's basically like you get to attempt a skill check, right? With like their
Mm-hmm.
abilities. So what would is there a geography? I don't even know what substitutes for that. Would be survival to find your way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
survival.
maybe survival.
Okay. So let's see. She's probably got a pretty solid survival check, right?
Yeah, let's go to the table and look up pretty solid for her level and see what the skill check is. Yeah, see, that was a relevant inside joke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Easy
plus 9. That's
peasy.
pretty good.
That's what mine is.
Yeah.
While this is going on, maybe this mind meld thing, I lean over to Orpheus and I go, "Hey, we need to ask her about Ygritte and the forgeries as well. I think if we come back with no knowledge of that, Elnats is probably going to want to charge back into that place, and I
Mhm.
don't think that's a good idea." When I whisper, I kind of lose my accent a little bit. It's kind of hard to keep it and also be quiet. Apologize for
That's
that.
okay. I understand what you mean with or without your accent.
Hey, perfect.
So I think Karu is going to gaze into the depths of Jarelga's memories here. And he's gonna maybe he scrolled back a little bit too far, and you see a familiar dwarven house. Kind of like where there's like a workshop, where some tools, and there's two gnomes talking very animatedly to each other. Yeah, you see like the dolls are just like prototypes on the wall. Like you do see like some of those things.
Oh, cool.
These two gnomes are talking to each other, and they've got a it's this dagger that you guys have now,
Mhm,
right? It's King Targik's dagger that they're talking about. And they've got like their tools out and stuff, and they're trying to like pry into the gem itself. And then there's this flash of light that kind of resounds through like the area around them, and then pulses almost like it goes deep underground. And then the walls of the gnomish hut start shaking, and they start rattling and stuff. And then this great worm erupts from the ground and attacks the two gnomes that are sitting there. And you see one of them get buried alive by the thing, but the other gets swallowed whole. And then from Jarelga's perspective, you just see yourself going into the worm's stomach, and
Oh,
she's
God.
trying, and she had tools in her hands at the time, and she's like trying to carve her way out of this worm, basically.
What's that?
Like that scene in Nope.
Prophecy where it's like twice born of first time born of spice or second time born of spice.
I was
That's what
thinking
I'm
the
on.
same thing. Yeah, I had the same thing going through my head. Yeah. Nice Dune references. Or the Alaskan
But yeah.
War. What's Drax trying to get out of the creature in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume
Mhm.
2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I will.
So,
I'll
but yeah, you
refer
continue
that, I
to kind of
guess.
like I said, like you try to sift through the memories and get an idea of a location and all these things, and then you see Jarelga kind of like watching from a distance, like looking down this cavernous hole that the worm has created by erupting from it, and it retreated back down this hole. So she's kind of watching, and there are a number of they're called Hringar in this game, but they are dark dwarves.
Bad guys.
There's a number of dark dwarves all wearing these very, very like there's like these dark robes, and kind of emblazoned on them is like this symbol of this red worm. They've got these dark and they're all like investigating the area of like where the worm came out. Like they're all like kind of like they're, you know, like you doing what you'd expect from like detect magic. Like they're all like trying to like explore this area, try to figure out why the worm erupted there, like what's going on. And then you hear them talking to each other. Like she's like watching them, you know, from behind a rock or whatever. And you hear them mention a name of a city. They call it the Court of Ether.
A city.
Wait,
Court of Ether.
Mm-hmm. We have to go back to Ether and see the royal court about this. And they like walk off, and then you're flashed back into your own body, your own mind.
Let's just Google. Everyone Google Court of Ether.
No.
How do you spell Ether?
Not there. Anywhere but there.
That was a lot of information, I know, but everybody is
ETHER?
Did it freeze?
No.
Hello?
We hear you.
Hello?
We hear you.
Oh,
Are you good?
no. We lost Brendan.
I can
Hello?
hear you good. Can you
Hello?
hear us?
Okay, it froze. Everybody froze for me there.
Yo,
What did you guys?
Map tools just died.
Okay,
Yeah,
Are
we
you
heard
back?
you.
Can you
That's
see
good.
us again?
I can see you.
Okay, we're
How many fingers am I holding up?
we're good too. We got to reconnect to map tools though, if we need to, I guess. We heard
That's
you.
not-
We
not
heard
a big deal.
everything.
Okay, you heard everything.
We heard everything.
You got the Court of Ether,
Yep, Court of Ether.
and then
we're gonna go
everybody
find-
else. From my perspective, everybody looked down and then didn't say anything for 2 minutes.
And then yeah, you made a comment about has everyone got that? Everyone looks like they're not, and then you're like, oh, we're frozen.
Yeah.
Ether, ETHER.
Yep.
Yeah, map
Court of
tools, map tools died. I think you got a good old fashioned internet blip.
Our Dwarven City is what I have written down for it, because I think that's the only thing you told us.
Okay. So
And
I have a
Karu has
question- Never mind.
done a lot of adventuring in the Underdark. Do you think that's a well-known place that he might know?
I delve. Is that
I think yeah, like I would say that like it rings a bell for almost
Mhm.
everyone here for one reason or another. Like a lot of you have heard of this place before, or even potentially like know vaguely how to get there. It is in the Darklands. Like you would have to descend to the tunnels beneath High Helm and journey into the dark.
Okay. I have a question. Does Wakrun share the general gist of this vision to everyone?
Those of you that are standing there.
Karu, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can.
Yeah, I can target 3 people.
Which
I've
you
got
all
it.
saw it.
Oh, so we all
Yeah.
saw it. Okay, sick.
Hold on. Well, let me look. Joint pass. Yeah, 3 willing creatures.
Cool. Okay. Well, in that case, and this is more of a question to Brendan, the place that we went and the place that we saw, this might just be nitpicky and I'm just like being a dick about it. There was no giant hole in the ground where we were, where like a worm came out, right?
I think you guys
Was it enough
traveled
time,
down
like,
a very deep
We
vertical
did.
hole
We
at
did.
one point.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so
And I think
theoretically
that
that could have been. I'm just trying to make sure that like, did we see where it came up, type of thing, and like, were we there? And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, that was actually probably that hole. We just because I think a lot of time has passed too. Like these, like gnomes live a long time, and that place looked very abandoned. So like this all probably happened a while ago, right? Like I guess we could ask that.
Mhm.
But yeah, Elga, how long ago was this? When did this occur?
Yeah, I don't have an exact number for you because I don't
Give me an exact
see it
number
right
if
off
you would
the
have it.
yeah, but it was at least it was a while ago. Like
Long
it was
time
enough
ago,
time
already.
for the city to have been abandoned and for her to, you know, become assimilated into High Helm, basically, you know.
All right. Well, I think that's all we needed from you. I appreciate that. We'll be seeing you.
No, please don't leave me.
Give me the rest of that tack, bitch.
All right. But yeah,
Rose. Yeah. Okay. Well,
I'm gonna
guess
say
how-
so. You guys had this experience, this conversation.
Yeah.
While everyone else is back up front, everyone's gone back. The other three characters are standing there. Someone comes and knocks on the door of the prison.
Okay.
And they wait for a second, and nobody says anything. Open the
The-
door.
Is there not like the person like the is like
He
running
went
the
back.
desk or
He's
whatever?
back with
He went back with
with-
everybody else. Yeah, he went back with them.
Well,
So it's just the three of you standing there.
I think Elnat would probably go and go to the door. And the dude who was working the desk, he's not here anymore. So come on in if you need.
That's all right. It's the six of you that I want to speak with. And this kind of muscled-looking middle-aged dwarf is standing outside, and he's got he's got a sheet of paper, and he's like scribbling things furiously onto it, and he tears it off, and he's just like, "This is a notice from the Black Noon Thieves, from the Black Noon Guild." He's like, you must pay to repair the damages you've caused.
what
The
damage?
guild house, and it's like it's an outrageous fee, but it's basically
Yeah,
loss
10,000
of life. Well, loss of life is mentioned on there, and destruction of training equipment, and water in the foundation is on there.
Sure.
Termite damage. The works.
Even in a fantasy setting, foundations is what you really gotta look out for.
Yeah, that's what you gotta worry about.
Gotta look for good bones.
He's like, the name is Dokma.
Elnat will take this paper and look at it,
Wrong people.
and he's really like he's trying to hold it in, but he's not doing a very good job. But he's just gonna say, "I'll make this a priority," and just shuts the door in the dude's face, and then proceeds to crumple up the paper and then throws it into like a fire or trash or whatever is nearby.
Just another forgery.
Yeah.
You hear him through the door, and he says, "Well, it's convenient that you're already at the Brock, because this is where you'll be spending the rest of your days, Elnat Mulgrade, if that is your clan name." He scurries away. "We know where to find you."
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Okay. So again, back to with the other group. Is there anything else that you wanted to ask Jarilga, or are you just going to leave her here in the prison to die?
We shouldn't.
Okay.
Did we
good
talk to the bailiff,
Balaam.
the bailiff, about another bride, saying I guess kind of lie and be like, we'll be more likely to be able to recover this treasure and give you your share if we can release her and she can come with us.
I think we talked to her about what she got in for first, and then see if we can. No?
That's not fun.
All right, live your life. You go talk to the guy out there. I'll talk to her.
That sounds fair. All right.
I'm
Which
staying with her.
Staying with her inside with me.
I was gonna say, we put Karu up in the corner of the window.
I toss him up there.
He accidentally falls all the way down the tower, and you have to climb back up.
No fall damage though, so it's all right.
That's right.
I'm gonna go talk to the bailiff.
So we knock
Yeah, I
on
mean,
the
he's
door
standing-
to get
he's
the
standing
door
right
rolled
outside.
open, and
I
then
was gonna
close it
say.
back. I think Orpheus has something to say to you, but we're not quite done in here, and I close the door on him again.
He goes, "This is very unorthodox," and he
All right.
walks in.
Now we've triple split the party, Brendan, so you get to decide
That's
who
right.
goes next.
All right,
Very
all
fun.
right. Combat. No.
Oh,
The
What?
prison walls start closing in on you. Oh, okay. Austin, what do you want to ask Jarilga? What else do you want to ask her?
I appreciate you letting Karu dig through your mind there and sharing that experience. That did not look like a good time. I'm sorry you had to go through that. It doesn't seem to.
She's kind of crying. She's kind of crying softly, and she just says, "I don't know what happened to my sister Thinner. It seemed that she was crushed beneath the rock."
Was she the one there with you in that vision that we looked through?
Yes.
She did seem
Yes,
to
we
be
were-
buried.
Yeah, I don't know if
We were
she made
we-
it. It's been a long time too, so. Yeah.
Does anybody remember a name Thinner? Thinner?
Oh, but was that the name of the doll?
Wasn't that a Michael Keaton movie?
Yeah, no. Austin gets a bottle cap. That was the name of
doll.
the animated doll that you guys fought at the end.
Hey,
The spirit,
Did
the
she have
spirit
a-
that was trapped.
Okay, good, yeah.
The spirit that was trapped in the doll was
She was
Thinner's
bludgeoned.
spirit.
Yeah, that body that we
I-
found.
Did she have something to do with it could have sworn in the vision that we saw some dolls or some sort of mannequin-like creatures there in the background. Yeah.
Yes, these were our automatons. We were studying the magics that you could potentially use to transfer consciousness into an inanimate object
Hey,
to
that's
allow
very
one to live
impressive.
forever.
Would work.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very
Super
cool. Well, again, yeah. No, we haven't seen her.
I assume the doll already has that ability, right? It's like you have a living doll.
Oh
here.
no, that's actually a completely different scenario. Although I see the confusion. It's actually rude
Oh.
for you to say that though, so we'll just move on from that topic. Not an automaton. I don't think.
All right.
No, but what got you to the situation that you're in now? What who's got one out for you?
Imprisonment.
I know that those who end up in this particular prison didn't always do evil, but maybe made the wrong friends with the wrong people and ended up here.
So the charges were trumped up. I've helped the Black Noon Guild with some of their business in the past, but it's not nearly enough to land me a sentence like this one. 74 years. I'll be an old gnome when I get out.
Hey, that's true. How long have you served now? Just a couple of weeks, yeah?
Just like a couple of weeks.
You've
It's
got a
been real
long way
bad.
to go. You got
I
a
don't think I'm
real,
going to survive 24
real,
years.
real long way to go if you're already as hungry as you are.
Yeah.
That's,
Yes, I've been
that's
hungry
rough, buddy.
for days.
Um,
Oh.
well, I would love to try to help you get out. I don't really know if we can necessarily fight the charges in court. That doesn't seem like the kind of this doesn't seem like that
just-
kind of prison.
Just they're trumped up. They're not real. I mean, they're of
Right,
course.
but-
I mean, I've committed some crimes, but I believe that you could find evidence to exonerate me. Go to
that
the Black
works.
Noon Guild. If you could get their approval, this is they surely have evidence that could
Well,
exonerate me within
Let
the
me
guild.
let me break it down just here for a little bit here for you. We're gonna have to find a different route to take.
What do you mean?
Let me explain the situation here to you. So we learned about you and how we needed to talk to you to learn a little bit more about that Warham, which I appreciate you doing that. We also learned about your association, where you lived. We went down,
Yes.
down in the deep, checked your apartment. I apologize for that. We have been through all of your stuff. Found some.
All right,
I
all the
don't
good
want to-
stuff with me.
I don't want to call them forgeries, but they were poor replicas of some of the Mulgrade
Yes,
material.
that wasn't my fault.
Oh, I understand. No, not a problem. We found a card for a bakery.
If you
Which-
just talk to Ygrin. Yes.
Ygritte, yeah,
if
yeah.
you go
No,
to
I'm
the
getting
Black
there.
Moon
I'm
Bakery
getting
and
there.
talk to
I promise I'm
Ygrin,
getting
he
there.
would be able to exonerate me.
Our good friend Elnat is a Mulgrade, so the forgeries really
Oh.
pissed him off. We went to the bakery.
Oh, you brought a Mulgrade
we
with
killed a
you.
lot of them. We destroyed much of the bakery.
You killed them.
Killed a bunch
Oh
of the
my
people.
god!
The scarecrow
did you
that
do
you trained
that?
with, yeah, attacked us.
That's-
We attacked back. There was squirrels.
Oh,
It's a whole mess.
I wish you had come
Um,
talk to me first.
Yeah, I know. I
If only
had
you had
to-
come here first, everything would be alright.
yeah, no, I
well,
completely understand
look,
the situation
look.
now.
Look, man, you gotta get me out of here. Look. We can still salvage this. You have to go back
Well,
to
here's
the
the
bakery.
problem.
Just kill them all. Kill every single one of them. If you go back,
Aren't
and
they?
kill
You
them
work
all,
for them. You want
can
us to kill your whole clan.
You take the evidence from them and you bring it here and you free me. I don't want to die in here. You don't understand.
No, here's the thing. My initial thought is to break you out of here, but there's no map for where you're at, so I don't think a combat is possible.
It means it's even easier.
That's
you just
right.
have to unlock the door.
Right, we just
Just
take
say
you
we
with you.
escape.
Karu,
Exactly.
you stand here on this
I
pressure
bet
plate.
the jailer doesn't even have a stat sheet. He can't stop us.
That's a good fucking point. We could thematically just steal you out of here.
That's right.
And then we go kill them all
Let's-
for the XP and level up, and then that's the end
Oh.
of the book.
You've got it. Now let's get going. If you bought any rope, you could perhaps loosen
I
the
do
window.
have rope. I'm a
and
delver
kick it
now.
out.
Oh, can I put you inside of a spacious pouch? I have a
No, I
spacious
think
pouch.
that would definitely kill me.
Okay, well, shit. You're already dead, so... No, alright.
I'm not.
Let's lock
I'm
back
very
in
much
here.
alive.
Let's lock back in here. I've only had one Guinness, but I'm having a hell of a time.
It probably has something to do with. Well, we won't talk about that.
It's the sweatshirt. It really brings out a good side of me. Let's jump over and see what Orpheus is talking about. Maybe that will help progress the actual storyline here.
Okay.
Now that
All
we're
right.
at
All right.
a tough spot.
Okay. Orpheus, what do you want to say to the jailer?
Now that you know none of that.
No, I know.
I mean, you're
might
talking
have
5 feet
been
away.
near us.
5 feet
Maybe
away.
it's like a steel
Through-
door,
through-
you know?
It's
And
through through a
simultaneously, I'd like to think that I'm like talking to him, but like, you know,
the
when you're
background,
in
you
a
hear,
conversation with a bunch
please.
of people, but you can like, you're trying to have a conversation, but you can hear somebody. I think that's happening. So
yeah.
I'm somewhat.
You see her
distracted.
screaming, "Get me out of here! You killed them all! What are you talking about?" And then the jailer's getting a little nervous, like sitting here talking to you. He's just like, what did you need?"
Oh, Jesus.
That,
Christ.
We're committed to giving you that cut of the treasure. We promise.
Yes, yes. You did say something about a cut of treasure.
But
Quite
to do
excited.
so, and to make that process efficient, so you can get that treasure sooner rather than later,
Yes.
I think it would be beneficial for us to take this gnome with us,
Mm.
so she can personally lead this mission.
Yes.
And I was wondering if there were any way I could convince you to conveniently let her go.
I see. Well, you understand this is it is a private prison,
I was
but
about
we
to
do
say,
receive certain subsidies from the local government for having, a certain occupancy level, and so we have to, yeah, exactly. But we have to keep the occupancy level up. So I guess if you knew the name of another criminal that we could lock up instead, perhaps we could make a deal. Another small-sized thief would almost fit perfectly here, like a young kobold, perhaps, or a Yosoki who's lost her way. Just anybody that's committed crimes that we can.
how about
potentially.
we just? How often is your prison checked for this occupancy level?
Oh well, I couldn't possibly lie in a form. Somebody could potentially put the screws to me, and I think I would fold under pressure very quickly. I think I would tell the truth in an interrogation, and then I would lose my funding. So lose the whole thing. It's a house of cards out here. We're only barely keeping it together as it is. We can hardly feed them. I'm really relying on your friend Angoric and his father to feed most of the prisoners. They only come once every couple of weeks. It's not a good day for most of the people in here.
Jesus Christ.
This is a grim reality. Most of the city's resources are going to the Torag Shield project and defenses. I don't know what we're trying to defend. I mean, they always say the army needs our resources. So,
Where's Huang? How far away is she?
up front.
She's out front with the rest
Okay,
of them.
Yeah,
I'm
with
gonna
us.
turn to the bailiff and said, let me make a few phone calls. We'll get back to you.
What the
Of course,
fuck's a
of course.
phone?
And I'm gonna run out and I'm gonna go, Huang, do you think you could summon? Basically my plan is to trick this jailer. I'm saying this quietly to Huang. Very quietly. So we're trying
We got a
Standing
little coochie
She's standing
catcher.
up.
Where there were those little things. Were those little things they used to communicate with? We just got like that. We're communicating with that instead of.
what thing?
It's like-
all I heard Sarah goes, I was trying to get it.
A walkie-talkie?
Yeah.
No,
Dog.
coochie catcher. Isn't that what it's called?
I really
The
don't
little
think so.
What the
That's
fuck?
can't be.
What?
That
Here,
can't
I'll
be
put
what
a
it's
picture
called,
of
right?
it. Here.
You're sending me a picture of a coochie
Do
catcher?
not Google coochie catcher.
Oh,
It's
oh my
cootie
God.
catcher.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Cootie catcher. Yeah, it's definitely a cootie catcher.
Yes,
Catcher. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no shit.
I
Yeah,
pull
no,
out.
I pull out a piece of paper, and I write like yes, no.
Yeah, maybe.
We're playing a game of math.
Ask again. Exactly. Ask again. Yeah.
Okay. So the plan is to maybe summon something that
Yeah,
he
I'm
will
like,
take as a prisoner.
Yeah, I'm like, summon a kobold,
Uh-huh.
put it in the cell, summon it, we put it in the cell, and then it conveniently gets to go after an X amount of time. So we're not torturing something. We're just like, it's like a sleight of hand.
I don't
know. Dagger.
Very few things we could spawn that.
Could we
Yeah,
spawn
I think
a kobold?
unfortunately
One. I don't think a kobold.
It's not animal.
Yeah, Huang's spell works for animals, like
Yeah,
John
and
intelligent.
Not an animal?
Kobold.
That's like
Well, and
asking
that
to spawn
check
an
would
elf.
bounce real quick.
It
Kobold
has
is
to
a
go
humanoid
no,
of some
trying
kind.
to tell me it's not an animal.
Yeah, it's a.
As much as like
It's an-
Huang's an animal right now, and I think that
Exactly.
would be rude of you to say.
Second
Yeah.
bullet point. I don't think we actually like slept, and so in turn, my summon
Yeah, she
animal
doesn't
spell
have-
is used up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Summon animals.
And then I hit Huang over the head. I say, take a fucking nap.
Sleep for 8 hours now.
She knocks me out and then puts me in a cobalt costume and just puts me in there instead.
All right, so the prisoner, the jailer is going to open the door and say, "All right, time's up. Everybody out."
Give me
And
one
then
more minute.
Drell-
One more minute.
Drelga starts to get up and move with you guys, and then he's like, "And not you."
If that genuinely what happens,
Mhm.
are we killing this
I
guy?
want to run back
Are we
in. and
murdering
be like,
this bailiff?
Can I run back in?
We really just start murdering everyone.
I don't think we should. But I also need more
Right.
time to talk to this girl to come up with a plan to get her out.
It's our
I
new
don't see
brand.
any situation where a private prison that illegally comes up with evidence is just we're gonna be able to find evidence to disprove it. She just gets out.
No, they're dirty. That's the easiest people to work with. If they were part of some system, they would have to go through.
Replace her
hoops and
in the
stuff.
cell. That's all we need.
Yeah,
No,
but
we just
that
need to
sounds
find out what
horrible,
this
too.
bailiff wants.
Yeah.
Like, we just need to find stuff out about this guy now, because he's the one in our way.
He says,
Eh,
"You know what I'd love to find?
I got it.
Hmm.
I'd love to find somebody who's been doing illegal digging around town. Those guys you can lock up
Yeah.
forever."
Oh,
Lock
see?
up that the guy from episode 1.
Exactly. Yeah. We already know someone like that. Let's go.
I guess he found people that were doing illegal digging. What about we could ask him about Ygritte? Like maybe him and Ygritte got beef. We could kill everyone at the hideout, find some dirt on Ygritte, capture him, and have him imprisoned.
What if?
Well, I think if you kill everybody at the hideout, the problem is kind of solved, right? You can have whatever evidence you want that they have.
Could
But
we
do we
bring
think
the
evidence is
gnome
actually
a
gonna help in this
doll
situation?
to
That's my
put a
plan.
conscience in? A doll that theoretically wouldn't get hungry and could live in the cell?
I don't think we're gonna be able to do a prison swap. Like
Let's create a
sneaky.
new puppet.
Yeah, new puppet.
What if God was one of us?
There you go. All you have to do is convince them that Karu is a real person, and then put another doll in there.
Oh.
Yeah, I already have my second doll.
Could we
We'll
do
just
that?
convict me, and
Why
then I'll
don't
just
we try
all
to
switch.
do that? What do we
Alright,
have
so-
to lose if we
All
try
right,
to
so
do that?
we're walking back with them.
He takes everybody out of the cell, guides
yeah.
you all back. You're all back
We're-
together. I assume you swap stories about what's happened.
Well,
Yeah, and I give
was
her,
gonna
like,
say,
a
on
week
the way back,
ration
we're like
before
having like a casual conversation with them too, right? Like we could be talking with
Mhm.
them on
Yeah,
the way back.
yeah, you can talk to him.
Because I think that's the point. We'd be like, all right, what do we need to do to get that one out? Just bring someone else in. That's what it sounds like you and our friend Orpheus discussed. We just need someone in there to replace. Kind of acting like
Unless
I'm
you-
maybe sneezy. Yeah.
Unless you want to cover the deficit yourself, and I'll just try to find someone on my own.
What do you mean cover the deficit?
What kind of deficit are we looking at here? You got
I
the
told
number
you
in
it's
mind.
it's expensive to run this prison.
Right, but expensive isn't the number.
Well, I'd say
What more
15
than-
gold pieces or so.
You just pay to win here.
Yes, of course.
That's
I
that's
want
life.
That's like
I mean, I have
He says-
16 gold.
How much gold do you have, Angora?
that's what people
I don't think we
say.
How
should.
much gold do you have, Walkrun?
I have 16 gold.
I have 12. I'd like to turn to this man and say, could I do like a diplomacy roll and be like 10?
Sure. DC 95. I'm just kidding.
Can we just say that like the conversation I was having with him is like I could say that I was trying to aid if we're having this conversation on the way back? Okay.
I don't need your aid because.
Well, you got it.
Rolled
I rolled a 22, so that's a +2 to your aid. Or actually,
25 if it's a +2.
21. Excuse me. It was 21, but I think a 20 or higher is still supposed to be, so it's still a +2.
25.
That's fine. I would have taken 10 anyways. Shake your hand.
All right. How much are between? I guess it's just.
And
You and I
Gorik,
are-
will you donate 2?
I can
One?
donate like I give like 4.
If I give 4 and then Angoric gives.
4
How
for
much
2.
does Karu have?
Do we want to split this between?
You have
everyone?
no idea.
Okay. That's fine.
It makes the most sense for us 3 to pay for it because we're the ones that are like, I
I
guess,
agree.
the most privy.
But we also didn't talk
So-
to Karu about it. To be fair.
Not pretty.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying. How much gold does Karu have? Because I thought he was there with us when we were all talking about this.
He is, but he
Yep,
hasn't said
I'm
anything
in-
about it.
Yeah, I'm just in Walker's backpack.
So
And
how much
he
gold-
holds up his hand with 2 gold pieces in it.
Okay, great. That's all I needed. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll do 4. Walkroon will do 4, and Karu will do 2.
I think.
Well, in that case, let's go run back and get the prisoner if you don't mind.
Oh, and it'll take weeks for this paperwork to process.
Aye, well, I think it's going to
No.
need to happen about now. And you could tell that he's getting close to doing his very weak intimidation roll instead. But there's 3 of us
Oh,
and we're in
gosh.
a room alone with this, or we're in a hallway by ourselves with this guy. So maybe we just turn around.
Well, I can't not fill out the paperwork. I could do it very quickly, I suppose. You did pay for the expedited processing. Is it okay if I let her out tomorrow morning?
No, we paid you. We want it now.
Orpheus. Tomorrow morning will be just fine. We don't want to.
How do we know
don't want
she
to
will
push
be
our
here
luck.
tomorrow morning and they will not move her or do something suspicious?
Or murder her.
Let me make
We
this
have
very
given
clear.
them 12, we've given them 10 gold pieces. Okay, what if I slide 1 more gold piece at him and I go, we take her right now?
Oh, all right. So I'll do the paperwork tomorrow. I'll just go on vacation immediately. And he's like, I'll have to tell my supervisor, of course. Ha, that's me. All right, I'm going on vacation. And he just walks up. He just hands you the key from his key ring and says, that opens the one that she's in. And he just walks out the door.
I was going to say, if we just gave us the key ring, we just started locking everyone. Freedom. All right. Before he leaves, Orpheus, slide a hand our money back.
Oh yeah, can I?
No. If you fail,
If you
that's
fail,
probably
he's
bad
dead.
luck.
That's his life right there.
We could do thievery. Can you assist?
No, I can't.
Oh come on, you guys are no fun. Let's
My
I can
thievery's
assist with the
my
mage
thievery's a
hand.
-1, so I am not going to
take
assist.
risks, make mistakes, like Miss Frizzle.
Yeah, I have a -1 to thievery, so I am not slick at all.
Or I have a +12 for stealth.
I
It
think
is a
thievery.
thievery check if you want to try and steal
Okay.
from him.
I would say if you do it, let us know beforehand so Karu can get his mind ready and I can get my spear ready. Because if he retaliates, we're just gonna kill him.
I'm gonna do it.
He's already got a forbidden thought on him.
I'm gonna do it, but I want let's have what's her freaking name? The gnome.
Durelga?
Let's get
Drelga?
Drelga out for. Well, no, I think he
Get
immediately
Drelga
leaves.
out and have her ushered away,
I-
and then I'm gonna make a signal to you guys.
I don't
and
think
be
we have time for that. I imagine we're like walking down a hallway. He gives us the keys and leaves. He's gone, so we have to do it right then before we get her out. I think. I don't know, right, Brendan? I don't want to.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
That seems right.
So we're like, we're in a hallway. We get the keys. We have to either go and get her or try this thievery check right now before he walks away and goes on vacation. I was
can I-
mostly kidding, but like, you are a rogue. You do you, boo. I'm here to support regardless of what happens.
Would I be able to aid with a mage hand to try and lift the
You
flap
can,
a
you can
bit?
open his pocket again
Mhm,
and
mhm.
Orpheus can steal. So
All
do
right.
you want to try it?
Yeah,
It's not going to be the easiest check in the world, but
let's do
steal a jailer's
And you
money.
have already used your bottle cap for the day.
Can somebody
Sure.
give me their bottle cap?
No.
I did say earlier
Non-transferable.
that Austin earned his. He earned
did.
a bottle
I
cap.
earned it. I don't get them per episode. I've purposefully hurt myself by doing that. So this is my
I
only
think-
bottle cap. I gotta hold on to it.
Can I
Yeah, and I
transfer
think
her
earned
mind?
ones can transfer.
I don't
If
think
you
you're
earned
actually
it.
supposed to,
Yeah, I don't
to
think it's
transfer
fair
it right now.
That's fine.
Supposed to or allowed?
Yes, same thing.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
for the purposes of this, the free bottle cap you get every episode is non-transferable. 0 point.
Brennan is
Not a
looking up
free
what a
one.
thievery check DC should be.
What'd you get?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. I was waiting to make sure we
Okay.
were all ready.
Do we want to aid first? Aid roll first?
Yeah.
It's not a roll. He's using mage hand, so
Oh, he just gets
she's
it.
getting
You just give it to
a
him?
bonus.
Okay.
She's getting a bonus.
Okay,
Like
we don't
one
know what it
ex-
is. We don't know. We just. Oh no! It's a fucking natural one. Awesome. It's a fucking
It's a
natural one.
Oh, no.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
my
That
God.
tracks.
no.
It's called story building.
I imagine Orpheus just walks up to him and sticks her hand in his pocket.
Wait, can
Oh,
I roll?
maybe
Can I,
it's-
wait. Can I roll a diplomacy check to be like, oh, sorry, I tripped?
Maybe it's so
Good
bad
point.
that he thinks it's a joke. Like maybe
Yeah,
that's
it's
the.
so bad that it's like, oh, it wasn't.
Obviously, that's not an actual
I
attempt
see
to
word
steal.
trying to steal from me because that was such a large fumble.
Let's see.
I think that what happens is Karu lifts up the pouch ever so slightly, and he reflexively, as he's walking, he reaches his hand back to like pat his pouch and make sure that it's still there, and you reach for it right at the same time, and you just end up holding hands, and he just turns around and
So
he's just like,
cute.
I'm sorry?
And I just go, thank you, and walk away.
What was that?
And then I kiss him on the cheek. I go, and I run away.
and he's so shocked, he's just like, adventurers, and just walks away.
That's
Okay,
incredible.
Lorna's done for the night.
It was just poetic.
All right. So 10 minutes later, you guys are all standing outside with Jarelga breathing the free air. What do you guys want to do now?
I don't know. That was incredible.
I
Okay,
didn't think
so
we'd get this far.
I mean, do we take a night and just go to the Ether tomorrow? Like, there's no.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason. Drelga, would you be ready to go and help us show exactly where this incident happened? If we were to maybe take tonight, you could stay with one of us for your own safety while things kind of simmer down, and in the morning we could head on down to where you used to live down in Golderedge and head from there, if you wouldn't mind. We've got your freedom. We bought your freedom.
Says, well, I do think that a few nights' rest would do me some good. But also, I think if we're going to attempt a journey to such a place, we should probably prepare. Are you all equipped for a journey into the Darklands of many days, weeks,
Oh,
perhaps?
I do want to stop you there. Absolutely, we can prepare. I don't think we should sleep for more than one night, though, however. I don't think that your former organization is very happy with us, so I'd rather get out of the city as soon as we can.
We should make ourselves scarce.
And then we'll start to sound Russian as soon as we can.
Yeah,
We
as soon as we can,
have-
then let's us get out of here.
Red Guardian! All
Natasha?
right.
Yeah. Yeah, top of the
Well-
morning to you. You're right. I did my accent did start to go a little bit Russian there.
I suppose it's something to think about as you all level up. Level 5.
Bum, ba-dum, bum.
But I think it's a decent place to end the night. But I will say that I don't know if angering a powerful thieves guild and then leaving town immediately is the move there.
Well, I don't know if angering a thieves guild and staying in town sounds like a good idea either.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. We're gonna end it there. Cool. Well, stream. Thanks for hanging out. That was something. We will catch you after the holidays with this game, more than likely. So.
Yeah, we probably won't be playing on Christmas Day, so
yeah.
Well, I guess it would be 2 weeks anyways for us. We'll talk about it. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see
where
what's
we
going
come
on.
back.
But yeah, we will talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Bye bye.